Good morning, you guys. How is everybody doing around here? How is everyone doing? I decided to jump on before I get out. And then later on, I'm going to upload a video. I've started working on finishing up the videos that I told you I was going to start on. Oh, and I owe my members a video. So maybe before I get out, I'll do that. Hey, Angel, the real boss. Hey, the Black Barbie. He's so handsome. Look at he's so handsome. He's so handsome. They went and got pampered yesterday. She got him looking so stinking cute. He's so handsome. Him so handsome. What you got going on, Remy? You look just like Remy. Hold on, turn around. Yes, indeed. You look just like your mama. Hey, Caramel Kim. Just waiting on more people to start coming into the room. I just wanted to say happy Sunday, and I don't know, maybe we could just motivate each other. I was supposed to get back on last night. I didn't get an opportunity to get back on last night because my friend asked me to go see a movie with him. Oh, child. Y'all, it's so much stuff happened. Listen, my heart goes out to Vanessa. My heart goes out to Vanessa. Um, her family just lost a young lady. Um, it was let me pull it up. These kids, oh God, listen, and that's another thing too. And hold on, let me call my daughter because, like, I don't know why. Like yesterday, because I didn't even know this had happened. I just so happened to call my mother randomly when I was out, and I heard my grandbaby over there. She's like, "Yeah, her mama is." I was like, "What?" Let me call her, and so I requested. I made her send me her location, and I don't know. It's just popped in my head. Like sometimes you just have move back. Hey, where you at? Oh, okay. Well, no, I don't. If I do, I don't know. If I do, I don't know how to pull it up because Vanessa um her little cousin was killed last night. I don't want you out. I don't want you out on the expressway. Anyways, okay, I'll call you later. Hold on, y'all. Um, y'all get in here. Y'all, I'm trying to find it. Move, mama, move. She said it's up, but I can't find it. I don't know. Somebody started shooting at them on the expressway. And I want to say this because I don't know all the details, but I think our young ladies are going to have to start being wiser about some of these young men that they uh date and they deal with. You don't ever know what they are involved in, and most of them, unfortunately, are in. They are affiliated with some type of gang, and when now these folks are so pathetic. When they spot their car, they don't care who is in the car with them. They just start shooting, and oftentimes it's the innocent person that's hit. So that's just so sad. It really is. It's so sad. I tell you. So, mm, mm, mm. And she was very young. Um, Let me see. Hold on, you all. Get. Y'all hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pull up something. So this is her right here. Rest in peace to her. You could tell that she's young. She looks like she's about 20. She looks like she's about 20 or 21. Yeah, she looks like she's about 20 or 21. Hey, Miss J, rest in peace to her. I don't know. Like I said, things can happen. Um, and but I think with things happening so rapidly, we have to be extremely wise. Um, we have to be very wise about who we choose to allow around us. Um, hey, it's sad. It really is. I was working on a story from out of Chicago, and I was working on it last night. And I should have, like, y'all know I love doing those stories, but I think one of the reasons why I haven't, because I'm such a perfectionist. Like, it's really supposed to be like 10 minutes, and I get to researching, and I because I'm a natural researcher, and I just keep digging and digging and digging, and I go deep into a rabbit hole. So I got to do better about that and make sure my stories are 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, no more. But this is really sad. And so when I started looking into some stuff into Memphis, like, I used to did not do store like missing like cold cases and stuff in Memphis because of the conflict of interest with the police department. So because I was working for the police department, so I didn't, and I had so many people to reach out to me. Um, when I was especially putting them on my TV show. But I was just looking at some stuff last night. Y'all, it's something going on. It is something going on. It's so hurtful and devastating. It is something going on as it relates to our people. Get over here, going missing in record numbers and not getting the recognition. Okay. Even children. So it's just really sad. It really is. It's so sad. Hey. And to see these, young adults, because I think Vanessa said she had a child. She looks like she's no more than 22. Get over here. You know, and it's just really sad. She hung out with Vanessa's daughter a lot. I don't know, y'all. I just don't understand. And so, I think people have a lot of misplaced anger because the first thing they'll say, well, the police let them do it. Now the police didn't let them do it. I think once in our community, once we start laying the blame where the blame should be and taking accountability for some things, that's when our community is going to start to rise up. But we like to outsource the blame. I'm not talking about us in here. I'm just saying our community as a whole. How's the damn? I told y'all, and y'all think I just be playing. Y'all know how long I worked for the police department. I don't say that. It ain't nothing to brag about. Y'all know the types of things that I saw. So I know what the problem is. Yeah, there are some rotten apples in every bunch, but we focus so much on those few bad police officers to the point when the point of the matter is it's some bad a lot of parents are failing their children. Okay. Good morning, West Coast. It's some bad parenting going on. Okay. Um I mean I'm telling nothing but the truth when I say, you have parents pissing and moaning about the police are not doing their job because Junebug, they're not enforcing the curfew. How about you enforce your curfew? No police officer is supposed to have more control of a child than the parent. That's the problem. I think that's the problem. See, that's an oxymoron, right? If you don't you complain about the police, but then you mad because the police don't enforce Junebug coming into the house. I mean, you can't have it. I mean, these people can't have it both ways. Either you want the police in your business or you don't. Because if you enforce your rules, the police ain't even got to be in your business. And then if they unjustly get into your business, then there are steps that you take to ensure that you get paid. But who gonna listen to you when you wrong all the way across the damn board? I mean, I know a lot of people, you love them police. That says, yeah, I do. I do. I do. Because I know we can't have a lawless society. Okay. And the main people that don't like the police, you need to check their background. I have. It's public information. Okay. It is. So it would be beneficial to them to not have the police. But we're gonna have to start dealing with this stuff in our own community. Use a lot of them failures as parents. You don't even know, some of these parents don't even know that their kids get a damn report card. Hey, Vanessa. Some of these parents don't even know that their children even get a report card. They still give out report cards. I didn't even think they gave out report cards. They don't even make their kids go to school. Never enroll their children in school talking about I'm homeschooling my child and they can't even read their own name in boxcar letters. That is how it is. Like folks try to say, well, you hard on our community. Hell, somebody needs to be. I think the reason that our community is in the conditions that it is in now is because people want to spoon feed us so that they can bird feed us. I don't need you to pat me on my damn back. I need you to tell me what I need to do to create some generational wealth and survive, because a little work ain't never hurt nobody. Okay? Don't feel sorry for me. Okay? And if you do feel sorry for me enough, hey, Miss Kitty, I was just talking about you the other day. I said I miss Miss Kitty. I was going to come and find you, Miss Kitty. You already know it. But instead, they pander to the black. Well, the black people, we just feel so sorry for the black people. We want to give them some government cheese. Hey, Mike 60. They want to give out some government cheese. No, we don't need no government cheese. But you can direct me to the factory or wherever it is that they make the government cheese at and recommend me for a damn job so that I can feed my damn family. Okay, Miss Kitty, send me your phone number to my inbox so I can call you later today so me and you can pray. You've been on my mind heavy. So when I asked Cypress about you, so I need your number again so we could talk later today when I got some free time. So what we got, so the thing about it is we gotta, I hear a lot of people say, well, we need to police our own communities. How? I don't trust these damn fools to police me. They're the ones committing the damn crimes. Folks gonna get mad at me for saying that. I don't care. They committing the motherfucking crimes. Why would I want them to police me so that they can police when I leave and go to work and come into my shit and steal it? Y'all know it's going on. And so what we want to do is outsource the blame and take offense to somebody that's within the community, because if people outside of the community saying it, they just laughing about it. I'm a black woman. I got a right to say it. Our community jacked up. And as long as we want somebody to spoon feed us and give us a free handout all the time, so it ain't nothing, it's not this big secret about how other people can come into the United States and make it. They was already rich. Them folks was poor as, just like that white lady said about that man, okay? They was piss poor, okay? This white lady said about this black guy that she screwed, okay? Piss poor. She said he a piss poor black man, okay? These folks was piss poor, okay? But what they do is they band together, okay? And they have people and leaders within their community, and they're not all on TV. They're leaders. You don't see the Asian leaders and Hispanic leaders all on TV trying to get TV time or nothing like that. They in the background working to make sure that their community get them damn grants that is there for the black people, really. Okay? Because y'all do know now, white women and other women are considered minorities. So, I used to bust out the black politicians all the time. When I was on when I was doing my TV show on the regular, my dad used to say, "Get them." Okay? And I would sit up there and I would get attention. I would sit up there on that stool and cross my legs, and them folks was tuning in, and I would dog them out. When them black leaders in Memphis was sitting up talking about the way they sell the black community out, okay? When they would sit up and say, well, we gave out money we helped minority women. They didn't say black women. They said minority women, right? Because what they was doing was they was giving the grants to the white women who are considered minorities. See, that's how them cuckabug heads that we put in office, because we vote based on race, and they ain't doing a damn thing for the community. Okay? We gave out grants to minority women, and we looking around saying, what black business got that? Oh, well, they said we got the numbers, and the numbers they was giving them out to white women. Because they know that a lot of black folks don't know that women of all races are considered minority. And you had cuckabug heads that was paying back the white establishments. Okay? That had put them into office. Let me tell y'all something. If you get your asses out, if you don't get out and vote and put in who you want and these people getting put in and they getting money put behind them, who you think they gonna pay back when they get into office? Not you. Even though they're supposed to be helping the inner city, you think they're gonna help the damn black community and you won't get your ass out and vote? They're gonna give the money to find a way to funnel the money to the people that give them, put money behind their campaigns. Oh, it's too hot. I don't want to get out and vote. But you'll go stand in a Nike line all night so you can get a new series of Nikes, and your ass living in the damn projects. If you sneeze, the house might fall in on top of your damn head. We got our priorities messed up. So the problem ain't really the white establishments. The problem is the black community. We know what they do to us. And what we do is we turn the weapon on each other because we have that crabs in a barrel mentality. Okay? People don't want to hear that. She a racist black woman. Child, please. I grew up in the projects. Vanessa in here. Vanessa, no. Vanessa was right in the projects with me. I grew up in the damn hood. And I works hard every single day. So I don't think I'm no better than nobody else. I've just learned. I'm like Young Dolph. I'm figuring out the damn recipe. Okay? So our community messed up. And it's not gonna get any better until we have a change them out now. Thank you, Chat Town Finest. Thank you, Chat Town Finest. Okay. You have men to do it all the time. Okay. But you have to know who you are and whose you are, because oftentimes the men that say that, I mean, they have issues. They have some type of issues, and women that do it to men too. Because if you don't think a man is attractive, it's always a woman that is going to think he is attractive, especially if he's got a good attitude and personality. Okay? Especially if he's got a good attitude and personality. And the thing about it is, a lot of times folks will try and lower your self-esteem. They be laid up with somebody with bumps all over their lips and calling them everything but a nigga. Okay, piss poor black man, all everything. My mom said that white woman called that man everything but a nigga. She might as well have called him one. They be laid up with that and then try and lower yourself, talk about you. Okay? I let my mama listen. Okay? My mama said she may as well have. She said, I don't even know how you set up and listen to it. I said, I was caught between, I'm a black woman. Should I cuss this white bitch out? But then the black man she was talking about deserved it. I said, this bitch talking about my race. Kids on welfare and food stamps, never been married, but you're a different type of black person. And choking down much black dick and come, and she can choke down. Consider the black men a buck. You know, that's what the slave women consider them, bucks. They like that black dick. But they still look at him as a nigga. Okay? Somebody they can control. I'll give you just enough. But you ever think you're going to be an uppity nigga, I'm going to call and get that job. think you better come out the trailer park with bumps all over your lips. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. But you'll have a buck that'll try and ruin a black woman for that. Okay? And my mama is a minister. She said that wench called my mama, and my mama don't even do that. Get over here. When I hear him growling, I'm making sure they ain't on each other. My mama said that wench is racist. She called him everything but a nigga, and she may as well had did that. You know, we say wench. My mama said that wench is racist. But she choking down much black cum as she can choke down. But some of these folks need it because they so dirty. Okay? And y'all better be careful about these folks that tell y'all got to go get on this medicine for your temper that keeps you sedated and unmotivated. That's a way to control you. They become your handler. Okay? Alabama Heather. Okay? But we got to do better in our community. We're not even loyal to ourselves. Okay? Okay? I don't know, Daryl Brown. It all depends on who. It all depends because they might be unattracted to some people. But not to somebody else. You see what I'm talking about? So the truth of the matter is, what you might like, what you don't like, somebody else do like. So I mean, it's just a matter of opinion. It don't mean that it's true. Okay. I used to date this rapper, y'all, and his self-esteem was so low, it was ridiculous. His self-esteem was so low, and you would think as much as and I guess the mere fact that he had lost everything, you know what I mean? Like he signed bad deals and swindled off a lot of money. But all he could ever think about was how when he was growing up, girls said that he was ugly. He's always say, so what is it that you like about? Is it my creativity? Because I know you don't like me because I'm ugly. At first I thought that it was game, but the boy said it all the time. You gonna find somebody that's tall and handsome and leave me if I don't hurry up and do this and that. I don't get a, you know. I'm like, dog, that's weird, right? So before he became a successful rapper, the girls called him ugly. So then when he was on top, the girls gravitated to him, and then when he lost everything, the girls started looking at him a certain way again. I mean, some people just messed up. You know what I'm Some people are just messed up. That's why I say you have to be very meticulous about who you and he's a good person. Oh, we didn't make it, okay? Because he given the opportunity, he'll cheat now. He had that whoremongering spirit. We had more fun than anything. No, he was real funny. We laughed and had fun with each other, but he had a whoremongering spirit on him. He was real sneaky with it. Some people hold on to it, but he used to say that was my mind playing tricks on me. I don't like when men do me like that. ZK says some people hold on to negative, right? Some people hold on to negative thoughts about the Black Barber says looks are a plus because the most beautiful person can have the ugliest, right? They can have the ugliest hearts and everything. I mean, my mother always told me, she said, let me tell you something. And my mama told me this when I was younger. She said, you know what? So a lot of times you don't even worry about looks because as long as I guess you want to be able to look at them. She said, but a person can be so good to you that you don't even think about stuff like that. A person can be so good to you, you don't even think about that. And that's so true because you look at women, and I guess a lot of people have the issues confused. They feel like if a woman is really beautiful and she has a man, um, that's just okay, that she's just using him. That's not necessarily true. A lot of beautiful women are insecure. They finally got somebody that treats them right and they love them to death. That's just respectful, that loves them, right? And vice versa. Okay. Chattown Finest said majority of men that dog women are breadwinner, right? That because they don't know how to handle their power, and a lot of times they don't want their women to get jobs and stuff, so that they can have that type of control. There's a lot of insecurity. Yeah, that's a lot of insecurity. I wouldn't care if my husband could take care of the whole household. I'm working. I'm working. Alabama Hill says, if that Diddy trial didn't tell you nothing, it should have taught you that people weaponize their looks. The Naziah Harris case too. Yeah, that's so true. They weaponize their looks. Absolutely. You all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Okay. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. But I got on here. I was thinking about that, how we have to do better. And what women are gonna have to do is when they're used to taking care of themselves and they finally get a man that's a good man, a lot we have to let them be the men. I don't think I wouldn't have a problem with it. I have so much going on that I be and I've been praying for that too. Like, one thing that I do know about God is that when things are for me, it falls right into my lap. It's not forced. It falls into my lap and it's right. It works out for me. It does. It just works out for me. Okay. Anyway, y'all. Did I see Diane in here? Y'all, listen, y'all, I got some tea. And I was supposed to finish telling y'all that tea. last night. I didn't get a chance. But I did go into the gold, and I did a gold and a platinum. And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, I did have the people from the gold that was in there, and then I was like, I got to thinking about that tea that I was like, I'm not, yeah. It's some things I have to think about, and then I have to rethink that. Um, what's your opinion on a woman with a smart mouth who never can honor anything her man says? Not bad man, not doggish man, good man. I think women need to control their mouths and be respectful. It's all about respect. And I have a sarcastic mouth too, but it's more playful. That's why I just want a man that gets me. You know what I mean? Because some men have so much, I guess, testosterone that they won't get me. Because I can be smart alecky, but it's in a playful way. Like, you know, I'll ask, because I used to have a guy that we had so much fun. He just got me. When I would ask him something and he disagreed, and I would say, "Oh, whatever. Who asked you, anyways?" You know what I mean? But now you can't even play with guys like that. But those women that are just angry and feel like they need to annihilate their man, and just smart alecky, don't want to listen to him. That's a woman that's probably not, unless he's handpicked, and at some point he gonna open his eyes. Because I see a lot of good men be with women like that. They're real aggressive. Um, and they just want to annihilate him. Want to make him look bad in front of people. To me, that's just pathetic. You don't do that. I'm trying to be nice to this woman. I pay all bills, but her mouth ridiculous on driving me away. Tony, you probably gonna have to look at you going are you married to her? Tony, are you married to her? Before I say something, because I be hating to be talking in people's marriages. Are you married to that lady? Before I say something. Okay, so you're gonna have to look at something different. If she won't give you no peace and you paying all them bills, what you're gonna have to do is do something different, because it's somebody that will, and you paying all them bills. Somebody give you plenty of peace. Okay. You're gonna have to start praying about it. I don't know how long you've been with us, because it's not hard. It's not easy to just break off relationships when you've been with a person for a long time. But you're gonna have to look at something different, because you're not being respected. If you paying all the bills, you can go ahead and get your own up. You can get your own place, and then let her pay her bills, and you pay your bills. Hey, Miss Muffin. Miss T, you ain't tired. Every time you go live, you be standing up, leaned against that table for hours. What table? What table I be leaned up against? I be leaned up against the table. Tamara, we have to first learn a person before we be sarcastic, even in a playful way, because lots of people have had bad people do that, but not in a playful way. So that person may think everyone is a playful. That's true. Y'all, what table I be leaned up against? Oh, oh, the avatar. Are you talking about that table that's in my studio? Gina says the picture on your profile or whatever you call. Oh, the picture on my profile. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been standing up against that table for a long time, I tell you. I was getting ready to say what table I be up against. I actually thought I was going to say I ain't. When you said lean up against the table, I was going to say I ain't gonna even say that because if I'm glad I clarified that because I was going to say I ain't been over on no tables in a long time. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, y'all. It's a joke. It's a joke. Tony says I'm starting to think she thinks she's doing me a favor by being with me. I'm a big dude, but I have a problem getting no woman. No, you ain't gonna have no problem getting no woman, especially if you paying all the bills. Even if you don't pay them, you are an asset. Don't worry about that because weight ain't nothing. All you got, you can lose that when you get ready. But you bring in everything to the table. Yes, I have the Alabama hitter. Okay, yes, I have. And so don't even worry about that because when you get ready to lose the weight, you'll lose it. So, but you probably need to lose her first though. Because one thing for sure, if you get the right woman, the Alabama here to say, I can get you right, my guy. You get the right woman, she'll motivate you and you all will want to lose that. You all can do that together. She'll start cooking for you. She'll start cooking the right types of food for you to make sure of that. If that's what you want to do. Oh wow. Well, how long have you been with her for? How long have you been with her? Oh, you've been with her quite a bit of years, but I mean, that's enough to. Don't be with her for 10 years, child. Don't make it 10. This is the time right now to get out. That's true, Alabama Hitter. It's all about the confidence in yourself. Women have issue like me, even me as a woman. Like our weight and stuff fluctuates all the time. Like I said, I gained like in the last 2 years. I gained when my dad passed. I gained more weight than I'd ever gained. I'm down 20 pounds now. Okay, but I gained more weight than I'd ever gained. I ain't gonna lie, my doctor put me on some medicines. Okay, so it helped me to lose that weight. But I had gained more weight than I had ever gained. Okay, and Sometimes it can mess with your confidence when you're trying to put on your clothes, but it ain't never stopped no man from looking at me. Okay, it never. Because all you got to do is put your clothes on, put that makeup on, gloss them lips up, let them braids down, put them heels on. Okay, all you got to do is be seen. That's what my grandmama used to say. All you got to do is step out and be seen. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, I went into Ross yesterday and I wasn't paying attention. Ross has so many cute little so many cute little clothes. Hey, Granny Who. And so I was looking at the dress. I was like, dog, I like it when it has when those dresses. Like I love Donna Karen clothes. So I saw this Donna Karen dress and it had the studded DKNY on it. Y'all know like the blingy DK. I was like, dog, the dress looks small, but I think I picked up the wrong. I don't know what was going on with me. But I said, it looks so small though. And I said, but it's a large. I have to get a large because my breast is big. Okay. So, anyways, so I tried it on. I ain't even going because I don't like going in these dressing rooms and trying on no clothes no more. I just don't. Um, especially pants. I like to wash them. Okay. And so, anyways, I was trying to dress on. I was like, it looks so small. And I put the dress on and it was small, but I was able to get it on, y'all. The dress, I was like, dog, it's smushing my breast, but I was able to pull it down to everything. I said, them 20 pounds is, and I can't wait to lose 20 more. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lose 45 pounds and then I'm gonna stop. So I've already lost 20. I'm gonna lose 25 more, and then I'm gonna stop. And so, and it's just about having like a lifestyle change, also. Like I want to, been buying my fruit and all of that. I'm gonna do my kickboxing class, and that works on my arms and stuff. And then we do weights in there that helps to lift them breasts back up. The breast is a muscle, so when they flop, what you need to do is get you some weights and start lifting them weights and stuff. Start doing arm work, so you strengthen your chest back out, so they can at least try to stand up a little bit. Okay, and so, but mine ain't floppy like that. But I'm getting older; they will be if I don't work on them. And then once my kickboxing class, I'm working on my arms and your back and all of that. Then I'm going to do my Pilates. We trying to help this man. So, but my point is, what was his name? Tony. When you get ready to lose, when you get good and ready to lose that weight, you can lose it. Go to your doctor and tell him to put you on something. It'll drop and start. I'm not ashamed. A lot of folks be wanting folks to think that that we have a lot going on. I did it, this, and that. You already know you on some type of damn Manjaro or something. These folks be on that stuff and they don't want nobody to know. Help the next person. Go tell your doctor to put you on some Manjaro. If you pre-diabetic, see, I'm pre-diabetic. I'm not diabetic. But sometimes they'll pay for it. Yeah, I don't do it. I don't lift heavy weights because I don't want to look like no, I don't want to look like a man. I don't want no muscles. I want lean arms. I don't want no muscles. I don't want no muscles at all in my arms. I like to see men with muscles. I don't want no muscles. Diane lost 36 pounds. She said still maintaining at a 36. Diane lost 36 pounds in 3 months. It's all about a lifestyle change. Like I'm telling y'all what I love to do, and I can eat it for lunch too. I like to be quiet. I like to do boiled eggs, and I went to the store yesterday and I bought me a lot of avocado, and I boiled my egg, chopped the egg up, put my onions in there, put my feta cheese in there, put my jalapeno peppers in there, light mayo, chop up my avocado, and I wrap it up in a lettuce head. I like to get that romaine lettuce. Okay. And I eat that for breakfast. And sometimes I'll be wanting this up, but I eat it for lunch. He said he 450 pounds, but I dress. How tall are you, Tony? Tony, how tall are you? Because see, once you get you a good woman, she gonna start cooking for you. And so what do you do for a living? Let's see, if you're a truck driver or something like that, you're gonna have to start taking your food on the road. Diane says, I changed everything. Eating right. It's good to exercise at least 3 times a week. At least 3 times. Okay. So you're not that tall. So what you're gonna have, so all you got to do, so you a truck driver. So what you're gonna have to stop doing is eating. You're gonna have to start do she work? Because if she ain't working, she needs to pack your food and stuff up for you since you're paying all the bills. So when you go trucking, you can have your lunch and stuff. If not, stop at Subway and get you a salad and don't get the bread. And get some vinegar on it. Ashley says, I'm trying to do the same as Diane. I be craving that sugar sometimes. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When it's not when my period comes on. And listen, y'all, I thought I was going through the change. Since I've been exercising, it regulates your body. My cycle has been coming back down regularly. It's not as heavy as it used to be, but it has been coming back down regularly. And so exercising, you get on the treadmill and take those inclines up, it helps to regulate your body. Look, the Alabama Hill just said meal prep for yourself. ZK says, no. He said she ain't got a pot to piss in or window to throw it out of. The Black Barber says, Tony, we do not do that in here. We built up in here. But when you get ready to lose it, you will. If you're not happy with it, then you'll lose it. If you're okay with it, then that's fine. But if she thinks that she's the prize just because she, you got weight on you or whatever, you don't really need nobody like her. Okay, you don't really need nobody like her because that's not good for your self-esteem either. I don't want nobody around me that I know don't really want me, because it's somebody that will really want you. Ashley, I CrossFit Tuesdays through Thursdays and also walk 2-3 miles a day. 2 miles 3 days a week. It's a journey of longevity. Once you start doing it, you'll love it because it helps your body. Like, it helps you sleep good. When you go walking for like a couple miles, You sleep good at night. You sleep good at night. On the Alabama Hitter says you don't need her friends either. They want that trucker chick. Right. Because she might been and told her friends that. So what you need to do is just don't go to her friends. I agree. Just ask God to send you the right person. That's what you do. Because you know, ask God to send you the right person. Somebody that's gonna truly love you for you and not what you can do for them. That's true, Chat Town. He said she would drain your energy if you continue to stay with her, especially when you're not happy. I agree. That's the truth. And that's what people do. They'll drain your energy. They will. They will drain your energy. And that's the worst thing that could happen because then you lose your motivation. When you lose your motivation, you stop doing those things that you was doing when you was hustling to make stuff happen for yourself. And then when you stop doing that, you stop hustling, you start losing the things that you already had. So you just start losing all the way across the board. Don't ever let nobody drain your energy. Because some people are just energy vampires. They come to suck whatever it is that they can suck off of you. And then after they drain you like a leech, they gone. So that's why it's just good to ask God to put the right people into your life. Because see, the thing about it is energy is supposed to always, positive energy is supposed to always be reciprocated. Okay, it's supposed to always be reciprocated. He said, I bet you got it. Yep, it's supposed to always be reciprocated. Yeah, don't get caught up either. I think that's what people make the mistake at. Don't get caught up with people um that ain't really feeling you like that. Don't get caught up. You know when a person is not. Don't get caught up with that. Just keep going. Just keep going. Kimberly says, Tony Walker, if you love her and want to be with her, talk to her. The same way you're unhappy, she may be unhappy too. That's true, Kimberly. I agree. I agree. Because sometimes it could be amicable. You could just agree to separate. Communication is key. Sometimes let people know what's making you unhappy. If they respect you, they'll listen to you. This is making me unhappy. This is what is making me unhappy. And in return, they'll tell you what makes them unhappy. And then maybe you all can work on make them unhappy. You all can work on that together. If not, hey, always be very careful about people that say, well, I want to tell you what you do to make me unhappy. Okay. Now, and then when you say, okay, well, let me express my, oh, see, there you go. I can't even tell. They don't want to hear nothing you got to say, as if their feelings are the only feelings that matter. Fuck them. And what's that guy say? Fuck them and feed them beans. Get them up out your life. Um, I missed it going. I missed it. Going to have to watch the replay. Right. You have to be careful about narcissistic people. You know, sometimes you be holding stuff in too. And they go, well, I want you do this. You don't listen to me. Okay, I'll work on that. But now let me tell you what you do to make me unhappy. There you go. You won't. I told you what you do make me unhappy. How you they don't want to hear what you got to say. So your unhappiness don't matter. Cypress said, get you some Memphis pimping in your life. He said happiness begin with self. I can do bad by myself. Well, myself a little hitter, a little Tamara in chat. He said everybody don't wanna be no pimping. Yeah, hit that like button for me, you guys. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, if y'all got some insurance, go ask your doctor if you qualify for some of that medicine that helps you to lose weight. Some people just need help. And the ones that talk, a lot of them got some that's helping them. It's okay to have some help until you get to your mark. Because I was beginning to think, but it was just because it was stress. I was beginning to think, I was like, dog, I've always been thick, but I'm fat to myself. Like I've never like I was like, Lord, I think the weight just sticking to me. No, but stress will do that. I'm sorry, because a woman's stress hormone is all in her belly and stuff. But no, it ain't sticking to you. I mean, you just have to have a lifestyle change. And when you have something to help you, whereas you're not having all those cravings for sugar and stuff like that, because what I was going to say, even though when it's that time of the month, I still crave a latte. Okay, I'll crave a latte because I love me a vanilla latte. I likes to go to the Seventh Brew and get me a cinnamon bun latte. So I'm gonna tell y'all what happened yesterday. I was in Ross's for less, and guess what I found? That syrup that they put in those lattes, I found the skinny syrup that's honey, that's cinnamon bun with no sugar in it. And so when I made my coffee this morning, of course, I don't put no sugar in my coffee and no more. So when I made my coffee, I opened it up and of course I put, the zero sugar creamer in it and I put some of that skinny syrup in it, that cinnamon bun. Oh my God. It tastes so good. No sugar at all. No sugar at all. So those syrups and stuff, like I like to go like to Marshalls and Ross, and they have those syrups. That's the flavored syrup that's sugar free. And I like to go get like my avocado oil because I like to cook with avocado oil. So I like to go get the real big tall bottles of avocado oil from places like Ross's. I used to buy that cheese, that Gouda cheese that they had back there. And I got to thinking about cheese is supposed to be put in the refrigerator. And I said, dog, I said, Marshalls and TJ Maxx be having that cheese. It was good because I was putting it in my macaroni whenever I made macaroni. I was like, dog, but that cheese was sitting back there on the shelf and it wasn't in the refrigerator or nothing. It's something ain't right about some cheese that could sit on the shelf and not be put into the refrigerator. That's the reason why I don't mess with Velveeta. Because Velveeta ain't no cheese. I don't know what it is, but it's not cheese. It sits on the shelf. Chat Town says a woman would be the last thing I ever worry about, especially with everything I've been through since 2019. ZK says yes, they do have vitamin and stuff too. Yeah, I got me some good vitamins from there too, as if I needed some more, but I didn't have that brand. I went to the Ross's yesterday. That's right there in the lot with Privé. And hey, they had some good stuff out. Oh, he said real cheese ages on the shelf. Really? So, but don't they put milk in it? So the cheese that's in the freezer is not real cheese. Oh my God. Well, y'all teach me something because I didn't know. Wow. So he said real cheese ages on the shelf. Oh wow. Hmm. See the olive oil and the avocado oil is cheaper in those stores. You get the real tall bottles. Yeah, I know there's a lot of artificial cheese because if you read the packages, it'll say artificial flavoring. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get ready to see something. How can you tell if cheese is real? Okay, it says you can tell that it's real. It says check the ingredient list for milk, salt, enzymes, or cultures. It says, and you can tell that it's not real when you see stuff like processed cheese, cheese food, or cheese product, which indicate it's not 100%. Oh. Real cheese should have a natural characteristic smell and a texture appropriate for its type. For protected cheeses like Parmesan, look for PDO protected designation of origin. And Parmigiano Reggiano on the label. Oh my God. So that's the reason why some cheeses I can't eat. I get sick to the stomach. Anyway, y'all, there are a lot of so-called cheeses that's artificial. Yeah, probably the majority of them that's in the grocery store. But if y'all notice, like the deli has its own cheese when you go in the grocery store, and it's expensive. And then you go to the area where like the milk and stuff is, and they have other cheeses back there that's cheap. I bet that's the processed cheese. And the cheese that's up there by the deli that's expensive, I bet that's the real cheese. I saw that a lot of rice is not rice, but it's cut plastic. Yeah, I saw that. They had that trending on Facebook about a lot of rice is not real rice. They got it like it's that's the reason why a lot of people are developing cancer. It's plastic. They was using plastic. Let me see if I can find that. Let me show y'all what they doing to us, y'all.
Cara pembuatan beras dari plastik dengan hasil yang sama persis dengan aslinya. Tetap waspada ya.
Y'all, this is how they doing the rice.
Ini berasnya nih. Beras ini, beras plastik. Jangan beli di SIM-SIM nih. Ini buktinya. Siampas.
Y'all notice how rice be sticky sometimes? Ooh. Now we see why so many people a lot of us have health issues. I agree, Chattown Finest. That's so true because yogurt is banned in countries, and they certain countries, and they push it as a health food in the United States. Hey, TB21. Anyways, y'all. Thank you all for coming in. Yeah, I'm getting ready to do a members right quick before I need to. I gotta go to Kohl's and take these shoes back. Is it a Kohl's in Millington? Because I gotta go to Millington. I got to go to Millington and get me a watermelon. Is it a Kohl's in Millington? It ain't no Kohl's in Millington. It's a Tamarind show. When I soak my chicken in vinegar, y'all. I soak my chicken in vinegar. They said that's a good way to clean the chicken and like the steroids and stuff that's in it. If you soak it in vinegar, and it's not gonna taste like vinegar. So I let my chicken sit in vinegar. And you know what? When I let it soak in vinegar, and then I wash it and stuff again, and then I season it up, I put it on the grill. That meat fall off. You soak it in vinegar. It make it so tender. It don't make no sense. Yeah, vegetables too. He said, have you noticed back in the 60s, 70s, there are no obese people? I agree. Like, even if they was thick, even if people back in the 60s and 70s was thick, they didn't have stomachs. They did not have bellies at all. They was thick with flat bellies. And if you notice, like the portions was smaller, like plates and stuff was smaller. Get on. Right, and they didn't eat out either. Right, they cooked their food at home, and they grew a lot of their foods too. They grew their own foods. What size shoe do I wear? 8. And when I'm down to my regular size, I wear a 7.5. Some shoes I wear 8.5. Some, but for the most part, I wear 8. But like when I'm down to my regular weight, I wear a 7.5. Alabama Hill says, I'm just playing, Miss T. I'm gonna call you on your way to Kohl's. Okay. Yeah, I wear 8 right now though. I wear 8 and some 8.5s. And a lot of my 8.5, since I've lost this 20 pounds, a lot of my 8.5s are like when I put my heels on, they're starting to like flop off of my feet. You know, when you lose weight, your feet lose weight too. No, it's all about stretching the product for the money. To hell with health. Absolutely. Like the chicken. They've been saying for years that chicken had embalming fluid in it. The FDA is turning a blind eye to our health because these companies care. And they try to say it's not enough food. They breed the cows and stuff, y'all. I saw about a year ago, I saw like this trailer that had the cows in the trailer. Y'all, it was so many cows, like they couldn't move, like they was stocked in there. It was like 100 cows, and like if they bend down, they couldn't get back up because they was all on top of each other's heads. And I just believe they was taking those cows to kill them and slaughter those cows. And I really just feel bad because I bought me a beef roast yesterday. It's real fat. It costs $21. I'm getting ready to put it in my slow cooker and put some carrots and pepperoni peppers in there on it. But you know, I'm thinking about those cows now, and I shouldn't have. I'm gonna stop eating beef. Althea says my grands don't eat any vegetables because their mama, but when they at grandma, you trying everything I put on. That's true. I agree. Alabama Hitter said he had roast last Sunday. I'm having roast this Sunday, Hitter. I got my carrots and stuff, but guess what? I forgot to get my beef broth. So I'm gonna get that while I'm out too. Cause I like to cook my my roast don't taste good unless I let it cook in beef broth. It was just like it was so bland. I didn't like that. And you know what? You was the one that got me started doing that Susan cake, and I do too. I was wondering about that. I was like, somebody told me ranch. I started putting. I put like a little bit of ranch in there. I put the onion soup flavoring in there. I don't put a whole pack though, because you know it can make it too salty. And I need to give me some more ranch. I'm glad you mentioned that. And I was like, somebody told me that, and it gives it a really good flavor. Yep, I put ranch seasoning. I put Lipton onion soup with mushroom. I use beef broth. I put pepperoncinis. I put carrots. I put onions. And of course, y'all know I have to put some of my other seasoning that don't have salt in it in there. And I put pepper flakes. But I probably won't put pepper flakes today, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the beef broth, the spicy beef broth. Because y'all know they have a spicy beef broth now. It makes it a little spicy. It adds a kick to it where I don't even have to put pepper in it. But the pepperoni peppers are like banana peppers. And so that helps, you know, balance everything out. And I don't even need a side, because the carrots that I put in there is like my side. So I eat that. Now I might get me, if I could find it, some low fat hoagie bread. So like tomorrow for lunch, I could do a hoagie roast beef sandwich. And then I was looking at this recipe the other day, a hoagie salmon sandwich. I got some salmon in there. I got, you know, that's I'm gonna make that salmon work. I'm gonna try to stretch it out as long as I can, because I paid $24 a bag for that salmon. Salmon is so expensive now. So you chop up the salmon and then you make a hoagie. I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all know I be wanting to show y'all. I be looking at some of these men chefs. They gets down. I see they like to put a lot of flavor. like a lot of seasoning. I like that. I like a lot of seasoning that don't have salt in it because y'all know I don't like salt. So because I don't really like salt, what I do is I try and use a lot of other seasoning, a lot of other flavors. To make up for that. Let's see. I don't see it.
On YouTube, the thicker pieces can be cut into a little bit smaller if you want, but again, personal preference. All right, guys, so we're going with the buttermilk brine today. We're keeping it nice and simple. We're using my seasoned flour, so no need to go crazy with the seasonings. A couple tablespoons of hot sauce, about a quart or so of buttermilk. We're just gonna get in there with our hands and massage all that in. Let that buttermilk work to tenderize the salmon a bit. Hot sauce gonna add a little bit of spice to the party, along with the firecracker sauce we're gonna make here in a minute. Everything's gonna go together beautifully. All right, so when we made this sandwich, we also made a Asian slaw to go with it. The flavors pair beautifully with that firecracker or bang bang sauce. We need a little bit of texture, so that's what the slaw is there for. So in a mixing bowl, we're gonna need some olive oil to get the party started. Quick reminder, guys, that all the specific measurements and ingredients for this recipe can be found in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out.
Yeah, he's a chef. I like looking at his channel.
Olive oil, some honey. We need some garlic and ginger paste, about a teaspoon each. A little sesame oil, half teaspoon, quarter teaspoon, depending on how much you like sesame flavor. Then we need our rice wine vinegar. We're gonna add that. And just a little bit of soy sauce or ponzu. If you want to use ponzu, it has a nice little citrus note on it. So we're gonna go in with a bit of that. And then just some salt and pepper or all-purpose seasoning. Break out the whisk. Give that a thorough mix. Taste and adjust the flavor to your preference. Should have like a sweet, tangy flavor. Gonna pair nicely with the shredded cabbage and the red cabbage, the carrots, add nice texture to our sandwich. So once the dressing is right where you want it, we're gonna go ahead and add in our cabbage. You can use straight up cabbage. You can use the tricolor stuff like we got here with the carrots and the red cabbage. Let's give that a mix. Make sure that it absorbs all of that dressing. And then we're gonna pop that in the fridge, let that hang out till we're ready to assemble our sandwich. But again, guys, this is perfect. This is good on chicken sandwiches. You can serve this alongside your barbecue if you want. If you're doing like an Asian style chicken wing, this is a good side dish for that as well. But there we go. That's what you want to see. Nice and even on the coverage. Not dry, but not super runny either. That's the consistency you're looking for. All right, so last time we used brioche buns, hot dog buns to be exact, but I want to try it out on this hoagie roll. So we got a fresh hoagie roll from our bakery. You need a serrated blade to properly cut this bad boy. You don't want to cut it all the way through. Just make a little pocket for your sandwich. You can hit it with a little butter. As you guys know, butter makes everything better. But you want a nice little situation to put your slaw and your fried salmon in there. That's going to go in the oven for just a couple minutes to kind of toast up. We want the exterior to have a little crunch and the interior to be nice and soft still. All right, guys, so we got a little melted butter. We got a beautifully toasted roll. Oh my God, I wish you could smell this. Just gonna spread that butter in there. The roll's still hot, so the butter will continue to melt the way the good Lord intended. And then just repeat that process. All right, guys, so for the firecracker sauce, we're going with 1 cup of mayonnaise, a 1/4 cup of sriracha. We're gonna eyeball it today, but you can measure it out. A 1/4 cup of sweet chili sauce. You can adjust the ratio depending on how spicy you want this to be. If you want it to be spicier, you can use more sriracha. Sweeter, you can use more sweet chili sauce or a little more honey. Speaking of honey, we're going in with about a tablespoon or 2 of that, followed by a few dashes of sesame oil and about a tablespoon of soy sauce.
That looks good. That's a lot of flavor, y'all. I bet it's good. That's a lot of different flavors that he's gonna bring
that's what
together.
you can look like when you're done. Nice orangish pink color. Taste and adjust. You can, like I said, balance out the sweetness to the spiciness however you want to. A little salt and pepper or AP seasoning just to take it over the top. Now for our flour, we're bringing the flavor with my all-purpose seasoned flour. If you haven't tried that, you can get yours via the link in the description box. Otherwise, just take some all-purpose flour and season it to your liking. We have our marinated salmon. I'm going to pop that on into the seasoned flour. Make sure that it's nicely coated.
I think I'm going to order his seasoned flour to see how it tastes. I hope it's not
fries
too
up in just a few minutes. Now, if you don't want to do this with salmon, guys, you do this with other fish. You do it with shrimp. It's great with shrimp.
Garlic. Angel, the real boss,
really can't go wrong.
Yesterday. One steak in the grocery store was almost $30.
Nice chicken tenders or chicken chunks. But I really like this with salmon.
Like,
so
I don't do how many days I get to eat off of it.
Today.
I mean, I didn't want to buy that roast.
Good way
but
to
I was like, at
some
least with
leftover
the roast,
salmon
I
too.
get
If you have
eat
any
off
that
of
you
it for
didn't
2
cook,
days. A steak,
or like some trimmings from a
$30.
large slab. If you do it like that,
I ain't even worried it to myself.
Nothing goes to waste. Groceries are too damn expensive. All right, guys. So once the oil hits 350, we're gonna go ahead and drop our salmon in there. When I say drop, I really mean be careful and gently place it in there. These are gonna fry up faster than me at an open bar wedding. 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes if you got some thick pieces in there.
No.
So as promised, guys, super quick fry, golden brown and beautiful. I like crunchy the salmon bites are. Swirl it around a little bit. This one don't want to flip for me, so we'll do it manually. Just a nice, light, and even coating is what you want to see. All right, so now we're going to build our sandwich. I'm going down with some of that slaw that we made. Don't need to go too heavy with it, but we want a little crunch, a little pop of flavor down there at the bottom. Nice little bed for our salmon bites. Go ahead and load this bad boy up. Then for good measure, we'll just hit this with a little bit more sauce right on top. Sesame seeds for the taste test, but before we do, wow.
Oh, y'all, that looks so good. I got to try it. Oh my God, that looks so good. See, I shouldn't have looked at that. I need to wait on my roast. Oh, that look good. So tomorrow, roast leftover, but definitely I'm gonna try to do that Wednesday. Those salmon bites. It's gonna last 2 days. It costs so much, and nope, I'm not sharing with the kids. I know you didn't pay no less than about $30. Steak is high. I'm telling you, I was looking at a steak yesterday. One steak was $29. I said, I can't pay $29 for a piece of meat that I'm a choke down in one day. Oh, Anyways, you guys, I love you guys. I'm getting ready. I need to run to the, somewhere right quick. I need to go get my watermelon. It ain't no Kohl's in Millington, so I can't stop at Kohl's in Millington. Anyways, you guys, I love you guys. Yeah, I love you guys. I'll talk to you right. I think I'm getting ready to go into. Do I have time to go into the members? Yeah, I'm gonna do a members when I come back. Okay, I'll talk to y'all in about a couple hours.